Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Kevin.
Welcome to the Instant Trailer Review Show. Today, the Fantastic Four trailer came out, and we're going to review it. This is a Marvel movie, however, not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You will not see Iron Man in this movie. We have the Fantastic Four. We have Kate Mara as Invisible Woman, and you know her from House of Cards. You know Michael B. Jordan from Chronicle, who is the Human Torch. You know Jamie Bell from that dancing movie. And he plays the Thing.
And of course, you know Miles Teller from Whiplash.
Yeah, Whiplash, not my tempo. Okay, so let's get into the trailer. So we start off with a pretty cool narration. The Marvel logo, get everyone excited. So I think this is New York, right? That's obviously New York. And then we got some other place.
Rocky Mountains, maybe?
Now, if you go back here, we can see it says Grimm on the side of this shed. Or I guess it's a house. I don't know. I mean, the Grimm family.
Oh, definitely a big deal.
Yeah. So Ben Grimm is played by Jamie Bell, and that's the Thing.
Immeasurable desire to discover.
Now, this shot.
Oh, so Interstellar.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're trying to be like Interstellar, but, you know, if they are, Interstellar was a pretty popular movie. A lot of us really liked it. I think the tone is very similar because it's about astronauts going into space. And everyone knows the original Fantastic Four from the 60s are astronauts that went into space that got absorbed by cosmic rays that changed their functions to be superheroes. Now, in the Ultimate Universe, which is what in interviews Josh Trank has said that this movie is based on, the Fantastic Four are trying to do teleportation into the end zone. And basically they're trying to like solve teleportation. So we've been reading in interviews that it should be more of the Ultimate Universe in this movie.
To invent.
You know, the more I hear of this Interstellar narration, I just can't help but think of how big this is feeling already. There's a very cinematic feel to everything. Everything in the movie so far just feels like it is going to matter. It's philosophical, it's deep, it's trying to say something.
Yeah, and so here we have a first shot of this is definitely like Miles Teller as a kid, or, you know, Reed Richards as a kid. He's in his garage, and over here is definitely Jamie Bell's character, Ben Grimm, and they're sort of building something. I mean, obviously, like, if you've read the Ultimate version of Fantastic Four, this is in, like, the first issue, where you have young Reed Richards in his garage building stuff.
And Trank did say that was a massive influence on him and this
To
movie.
build.
Now doesn't this feel like 2001: A Space Odyssey a little bit?
Easily.
Some sort of, like, Kubrick, I mean, they're obviously meant to be, like, coffins, kind of? Like, I don't know what's going on.
Some kind of cryosleep.
Yeah.
It's also possible, too, that they're preparing themselves for a journey into the end zone, or whatever this alternate dimension might be. Maybe that's how they get their powers.
On us furthering.
Now, we don't really know what the blueprints here are. I assume it's the project that Reed Richards is spearheading here.
Probably, and it's probably good to notice, too, that these are military personnel on base. And that was a big part of the Bendis Miller run in the Ultimate Fantastic Four. Miller loves his military, and this makes this feel more legitimate. Like it's not just some crazy scientist adventure. It feels like it is government sanctioned, and that there are many cards on the table.
Yeah. So Miles Teller is shaking everything out one last time. Now, here's Kate Mara, Invisible Woman, but we don't know anything from this trailer about the romance. In the comics, Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic are married. They have Franklin Richards as a kid who's like this super powerful being.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's going to be in this movie at all, but I think like they're going to have to do a romance, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. We do see she has a role here, too. She's definitely some kind of location tracker, some kind of geologist. She's something, and very important to this mission.
Yeah, and then also in the Ultimate Comics, you have the Baxter Building, which is basically this like institute for genius prodigy teenagers who like build things for the government. So I think that's kind of what we're getting from this. Like, we don't see it yet, but I really feel like there's a Baxter Building prodigy thing going on.
Absolutely.
And that's Jamie Bell, the Thing, who's sort of a blue-collar, rough-and-tumble guy. He says things like, it's clobbering time a lot, you know.
And there's a big question of speculation. This is a very serious trailer. Will it ever be clobbering time? The baseball bat? Probably.
Maybe it's.
To come.
And here's Michael B. Jordan. He's going to be the Human Torch.
And where would the Torch be without his muscle cars?
Exactly. Now, what's changed is what we read in interviews is Kate Mara is supposed to be the adopted daughter of, is that John Storm? The Franklin Storm? Franklin Storm.
I believe. And he was the runner of the facility. I believe that's him giving the voiceover.
Yeah, and we're going to see him soon. Putting on the helmets. Very Interstellar, very 2001. Here we go. So this is Johnny Storm's dad. So there you go.
Which gives credence for him being on the team. We still haven't seen yet why the Thing is on the team, but that will probably make a lot of sense when we see it.
So this actor is also in House of Cards, and so is Kate Mara. So in a way, I feel like there's going to be a lot of YouTube videos of like House of Card, Fantastic Four mashups, a lot of like House of Fantastic Cards. I mean, you're going to like they're already happening, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
There is risk.
So this shot's awesome. I mean, obviously something went wrong and someone's in pain. Now this is literally just B-roll from The Dark Knight Rises, but I'm pretty excited because that was a cool movie.
There is sacrifice.
Now here's the thing, finally.
First shot of the Thing, yeah.
The Rock.
It seems like he's breaking out of something, so maybe when things go wrong, he is literally turned into a rock. His entire being is just suffused with a silicate material or something.
So part of the Fantastic Four, their powers are supposed to be devised from, I think it's Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, you got Fire, Human Torch, you got Wind. Water is supposed to be Mr. Fantastic, the way he moves himself is like water, and then Rock, Earth, which is the Thing. So I don't know if they'll talk about that in this movie, but that's something that sort of comes up a lot in the comics. Here's Kate Mara. I'm certain that's Johnny Storm.
Oh, definitely.
She's upset, obviously, because
There are
I don't think he's dying. I assume it's because he got his, they got hurt. We don't really know who this is, but Doom is supposed to be the villain in this.
We do know that he is some kind of Russian blogger, some kind of Russian hacker.
Yeah.
I believe he even goes by Doom online.
So here's Human Torch, Flame On. And then this is New York again. It's like, we don't really know if it's like, what, the Invisible Woman doing something or what. But I mean, this trailer has a lot of mystery to it, so.
Yeah, Interstellar.
Do you think this is Doom? We can't really see, right?
Hard to tell. I mean,
Yeah,
you can't really tell scarring, you can't really tell
Yeah.
face, but the head structure is very strange. His head's a little bit taller.
So this is a good look at the new suits. It's definitely different than the 2005 version with Jessica Alba. They had the blue suit. It was very Jack Kirby. It was meant to look like the 1960s costumes with a big 4 on it. Now, I've read in interviews that the suits they're wearing are meant to look more like hazmat, like contamination suits. It's pretty cool. I mean, you don't see that usually in comic book movies. And yet, look, we don't see a stretch. Oh, I guess a little bit.
A little bit of a stretch.
A little
It's
bit
kind
of a stretch
blurred
there. And then the logo at the end.
Digging that still.
So this has to be Doom here.
Yeah, he does look kind of wounded. Something definitely happened to someone. And the next line, I think, might even hint a little bit.
what's coming.
What is coming?
What's great about Miles Teller is that he's not like, say, like Captain America. He's not the like super chiseled G.I. Joe guy. He's a very like ordinary, like Dustin Hoffman, everyman kind of guy. Like you can totally get on board with that. So I like that he's playing sort of a genius. I like that, you got 4 different characters all with different personalities. Now, Kevin, I think we don't know what this plane is, right?
No, it's got to be something though.
I think it's that plane that we saw like flying over the fields earlier, but
That could very well be. And this is also our first shot of the team all together, though with our backs turned to us.
and yeah, I'm very satisfied with the way the thing looks. I was worried it was gonna look
Yeah.
cheesy.
The CGI is working pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Some kind of tornado in the sky. It's like a hurricane effect going on.
So it comes out in August. I'm pretty excited. I think for a superhero movie, I like the direction they're going in. It reminds me a lot of like 2001, Interstellar, even a little bit of House of Cards. I know it's because they have similar cast members, but it's just sort of this sort of very serious, very and not the whole gritty, not the way Batman Begins is
No.
serious. This is more like science based. It's like
is.
Interstellar, basically.
It is definitely a more serious feel for the genre, and it doesn't feel like a straight superhero movie whatsoever. It feels more like an adventure, which is what the original comics were. Definitely grown up a bit from the 60s.
Yeah, so I'll be interested in seeing more footage. I'm sure they're going to do another trailer later with a lot more about the superhero powers and stuff like that. But until then, I'm excited right now. I really can't wait for this movie to come out.
Yeah, super pumped.
All right, well, till next time, I'm David.
I'm Kevin.
Thanks for watching.